You're watching South Asia Newsline and here are the top stories we are tracking for you on Thursday, the 29th of May. India's Defence Minister slams Pakistan, highlights restraint in Operation Sindoor. Human rights groups demand end to Pakistan's targeting of Baloch activists. And BNP's Tarique Rahman calls on Bangladeshis to prepare for elections by December. And now for all the details. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated multiple development projects in Sikkim state on Thursday during the Sikkim at 50 program in Gangtok. PM Modi congratulated the people of Sikkim on the completion of 50 years of statehood. While highlighting the steps taken by the government for the development of the Northeast region, the Prime Minister said that the government is working on an Act Fast model driven by firm commitment to the Act East policy. He led the foundation and inaugurated multiple development projects in Sikkim, including a new 500-bedded district hospital worth over Rs 750 crore in Namchi district, passenger ropeway at Sanga Choiling, Pelling in Gyal Singh district, and the statue of former PM Atal Bihari Vajpayee in Gangtok district.
देश का संतुलित विकास बहुत जरूरी है। ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए कि एक क्षेत्र तक तो विकास का लाभ पहुंचे और दूसरा पीछे ही छूटता चला जाए। भारत के हर राज्य, हर क्षेत्र की अपनी एक खासियत है। इसी भावना के तहत बीते दशक में हमारी सरकार नॉर्थ ईस्ट को विकास के केंद्र में लाई है। हमें एक्ट ईस्ट के संकल्प पर एक्ट फास्ट की सोच के साथ काम कर रहे हैं।
जो पेल्डिंग के ऊपर स्थित
The Prime Minister also highlighted the state's richness in cultural heritage and hailed the state becoming 100% organic. He also noted that Sikkim is one of the Indian states with the highest per capita income, which he said is a testament to the capability and determination of its people. With tensions still simmering between New Delhi and Islamabad, India's Defence Minister Rajnath Singh on Thursday slammed Pakistan as he highlighted the Indian armed forces could have inflicted more damage while retaliating under Operation Sindoor, but they exercised restraint. Singh, who was addressing an event in New Delhi, said that India has presented a remarkable example before the world of strength combined with coordination and added it could have done more, but we exercise restraint. We have redesigned and redefined India's stance against terrorism, he added. Talking about Pakistan-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, the Defence Minister added the day is not far when the people of POJK will join India with self-respect and out of their own will. He reiterated the talks with Pakistan will only be about terrorism and its vacation from POJK and not on any other issue.
शक्ति और संयम इन दोनों का समन्वय का हमने दुनिया के सामने एक शानदार उदाहरण पेश किया है। हम और कुछ कर सकते थे, लेकिन संयम भी बरता है। पाक ऑक्युपाइड कश्मीर के लोग वो हमारे अपने हैं, हमारे परिवार का हिस्सा है। हम प्रधानमंत्री के श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के एक भारत श्रेष्ठ भारत के संकल्प के लिए पूरी तरह से प्रतिबद्ध हैं और हमें यह पूर्ण विश्वास है कि हमारे वो भाई जो आज हमसे भौगोलिक और राजनीतिक रूप से अलग हैं, वो भी अपने स्वाभिमान, आत्मा की आवाज और स्वेच्छा से भारत की मुख्य धारा में कभी न कभी जरूर वापस लौटेंगे।
Meanwhile, the parliamentary delegations continue diplomatic outreach in the aftermath of India's Operation Sindoor. The delegation led by parliamentarian Sanjay Jha on Thursday met leaders of Indonesian political parties in Jakarta, while another delegation led by BJP leader Baijnath Panda held engagements with a think tank in Saudi Arabia. Earlier on Wednesday, the group led by lawmaker Shashi Tharoor also held talks with the leadership in Panama. Talking to ANI, Panama's Foreign Minister Xavier Martinez extended support to India's actions and said that Panama cannot tolerate any kind of terrorism nor any countries sponsoring terrorism.
In regard to terrorism, we stand next to India. We cannot tolerate any kind of terrorism. We cannot tolerate countries sponsoring terrorism. We are a democratic country. India is the largest democracy in the world, which are values, principles, and we will fight against any kind of terrorism together.
5 prominent human rights organizations have slammed Pakistan as they condemned the state's ongoing harassment and arbitrary detention of Baloch human rights defenders. Addressed to Pakistani Prime Minister Amnesty International in a joint letter with Asian Forum for Human Rights and Development, Frontline Defenders, International Federation for Human Rights and World Organization Against Torture have called for an immediate end to the systematic targeting of activists, particularly members of the Baloch Yakjeti Committee. The organizations highlighted a series of violations, including the use of public order and anti-terrorism laws to criminalize peaceful dissent, highlighting that Pakistani authorities have carried out a series of enforced disappearances and arbitrary detention since March 20 against HRDs. The right body said the reprisals are in the aftermath of a militant attack on the Zafar Express. Talking about the arrest of Maharang Baloch and other members of the BYC, the statement said such actions are part of a pattern of intimidation of activities to psychologically and socially pressure rights defenders into silence. Slamming Islamabad, they added, this severe crackdown on Baloch activists violates Pakistan's international human rights obligations and its own constitutional safeguards. They demanded all arbitrarily detained to be released, dropping charges against them, along with ensuring their safety, including access to legal counsel. They further urged Sharif to investigate allegations of torture and excessive force, including the March 21 killings in Kyoto, along with seizing reprisals to uphold freedoms of expression and assembly. In an official meeting, the United Arab Emirates has accepted the credentials of Abdul Rahman Fida as the new Consul General of Taliban-ruled Afghanistan, or the Islamic Emirate as they call it. The UAE also released an official statement mentioning about the appointment and welcomed the new Consul General. Currently, countries like China, Pakistan and Uzbekistan have officially accepted ambassadors from Afghanistan. Iran, Turkmenistan, Russia, Qatar, Kazakhstan and Turkey also have diplomatic relations with the Taliban regime. Although no country, including India, formally recognized the Taliban-led government, officials from India's foreign ministry have engaged with Afghanistan de facto authorities over the past few months. Recently, India's Foreign Minister S. Shankar held a telephonic conversation with the Taliban's acting Foreign Minister Amir Khan Muttaqi. Taking to X, Jaishankar expressed appreciation from Muttaqi's strong condemnation of the Pahalgam terror attack. Slamming Pakistan's false narrative of an Indian missile targeting Afghanistan during Operation Sindoor, the Post stated that India welcomed the Taliban's firm rejection of recent attempts to create distrust between India and Afghanistan through false and baseless reports. Bangladesh Nationalist Party acting chairman Tarique Rahman has called on Bangladeshis to prepare for national elections by December, amid growing political uncertainty over the country's electoral roadmap. Speaking virtually from London at a massive rally organized by BNP-affiliated groups, he urged citizens and party workers to begin preparations immediately and warned of attempts by elements within the interim government to delay the polls under the guise of reforms. Rahman said elections must be held by this December. Begin preparing now. He accused the government of using reform debates to stall the process and urged it not to treat political opponents as enemies. He also outlined BNP's post-election plans, including job-oriented education, rural development, vocational training and healthcare for all. This comes as Muhammad Yunus-led interim government has set June 2026 timeline for elections. Yunus, who assumed power in August 2024 after protesters toppled the last elected government of Sheikh Hasina, has maintained that elections will be held only after reforms are completed. A flamboyance of majestic flamingos has arrived in India's southern Tamil Nadu state. The migratory birds are usually spotted in India from October to March during their breeding cycle. In search of ideal breeding and feeding conditions amid shifting temperatures and a changing climate, the distinctive long-necked pink birds arrived at the brackish waters and salt pans of Thoothukudi on Wednesday.
We can sight the flamingo during the migratory season from October to March, but due to climate change, there's a alter in the temperature. We can see the flamingos even in the May month in the Thoothukudi region.
Flamingos mostly eat blue-green algae, sulfuring it through a filter in their beaks. This limits them to alkaline water bodies, which are mostly present in East Africa's Rift Valley. That's all in tonight's edition. We will see you same time tomorrow. Till then, good night.